What is up, guys? Welcome to interview 24 on 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬 podcast, and I got my beautiful partner, the one and only, the myth, the methy, the man himself, bro.
Meffy the Weffy.
Meffy the Weffy.
Meffy the Weffy. Shout out to Crisscross,
bro,
man.
real no, it's Frank though. You know what I mean? But we'll get started on that, bro. So like, I know that people, you know, we've done the intro for you one time on one of my vlogs where we introduced your name, and like, I know you were born from where?
Brooklyn, New
There
York.
you go,
bro.
baby.
Come on
then,
now.
No, yeah, I want a real.
Nah, I know that.
You know, when you hear Brooklyn, New
Brooklyn, hey, chill.
You know what I'm saying? You hear that accent. But no, yeah, we'll get to it, bro. So, like, what street, like, where were you actually born at in New York? Like, I know we just said Brooklyn, but, like, where prominently in Brooklyn?
So, like, I was born in Bedford-Stuyvesant. That's the government way. But I'm from Bed-Stuy, do or die. You know where Biggie from. Mm-hmm. Basically, I was around Chauncey, Saratoga, for anyone that doesn't know, around that general area. So I was around Ocean Hill, I was around Brownsville in a way. Atlantic.
Was it scary and stuff like that?
I mean, like, when I was growing up, like, it was really the hood. Like, it was really the hood, like, you know, shots, all that stuff. But then once I became older, it became a little more gentrified, so you could walk outside, that type of thing. But, like, before, there was, like, you know, you got crackheads, you know, down the block. There was you know, hood stuff. So, you know, there was crackheads. You had, you know, the houses right down the block, all that stuff. I ain't about to expose anything.
No, you're good.
You know
so, like, even being a kid that walking the streets, I can imagine, because nobody really drives in New York. Right?
I mean, like, you'd be surprised, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
but, like, going to school at a young age, did you go on the bus and stuff like that, or did you just walk to school?
I actually walked to school, bro.
Did that play a big role in your life? Because you probably seen stuff, like, walking to school that you never, you know what I mean, compared to just getting on the bus and you just go, oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, that was pretty much the big difference. So, like, for New York schools, it was either you had the 2-trip or you had the Brown Pass or whatever it was. So there was like a green Metro card, and then there was like a burgundy Metro card. You got the burgundy, you were far, far away. But if you got the green one, that was a 2-trip. You 1-2 go, right. That type of thing. But my elementary school that I went to was PS 137. That was literally right around the corner.
PS 30, that's a number.
137. Yeah,
I never heard that.
Yeah,
not that in an elementary school, or was it just named that?
It was just named that, bro.
That's
so it's
crazy.
like 137. Like, my mom went to that school.
Right.
My grandmother went to that school. Like,
Whole
that
Brooklyn.
school, yeah, all of Brooklyn. Like, it's either you went to 137 in my hood. It was either 137, PS 40, or 21. So it's like one of those three. You went to one of those three. Like how you have down here, you got like Stratford,
right.
Goose Creek, like that high school, that type of thing. Like, it's just kind of like that. Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
So did you have like any traumatizing experiences growing up in Brooklyn in school?
I mean, like, not really, to be honest. You know, as a nerd, like, people always picked on me, but it was like, you know,
what type of nerd were you?
I mean, like, I was that guy that was Naruto,
getting
crazy.
This man was in the hallways hitting the boat.
Yeah, nah, for real. I remember Naruto was definitely like one of those things, bro. Like, that was one of those animes I will never forget ever in my life. I remember Toonami. My pops was there. I was
Wednesdays.
It was yeah. It was.
I think it was Tuesdays or Wednesdays.
Yeah, it was like one of those days. But I remember like the first episode I watched was the Sound 4 episode with Neji for Kidomaru. Bruh, that was it. That was it. I was like
itching my neck when that stuff was coming out, because then Avatar was coming out. Like, there was so many different, like, you know, the House of Imaginary Friends, like a bunch of different shows were just popping up, and it was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So like, you know, leading up to your like high school, because you know I go from there and stuff. Did you have like any friends or like anybody you look at now and like think that you thankful that you met them in New York and stuff?
So basically,
New York is huge.
Yeah, no, New York is huge. I ain't even gonna
fast-paced.
lie. Like in high school, I had a lot of cliques, bro. Like I clicked. Like the biggest thing about my high school and middle school, bro. I went to Eagle Academy for young men at Ocean Hill.
Yeah, I remember you.
So basically, that was like.
All boys, right?
It was an old dude school, but it was also for young black men of color. So like basically, like, let's say if you didn't have a dad or like a structure And it was like for Brownsville, it was for Atlantic, it was for Ocean Hill. Any of those areas, you went to that school, and it was like, we're trying to get you to college. We're trying to get you like a job.
So they got you to college, right?
Yeah, they got me to college.
That's awesome. Bro.
And like basically,
dang, shout out to that high school or that Eagles Academy. That's a cool place.
Yeah, you know, the whole demographic of it is really men of color, so that type of thing. We even had, you know, certain Caucasian people come in as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it just didn't matter. Yeah. So you know, at the age of 11, bro, I was ironing my shirt and tying my own tie.
That's awesome, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So you think that's like, you're grateful for that experience compared to being thrown into like a public school?
I'm actually grateful for that experience, because when I go out for like a job interview, or if I'm like speaking like this on a podcast, it kind of gives me that professionalism tone, that type of thing. So like one experience I had in high school that I'll go back on, it was this internship that I had with Blackstone. And Blackstone, basically they invest in other companies to make money. So like, let's say if you were an up and coming Walmart, you would ask Blackstone for this. Blackstone will give you this, but they'll make a lot of money off of you. You know what I'm saying? So
it's
they're
like a temp agency type deal.
It's not a temp agency. They think of them as like a huge sponsor for your business growing. Right. And if your business grows, they make money off of it. So they're multi-billion. Wow. So it's like, if you were like the next Kohl's or the next Target, and they really like you, it's like Shark Tank. Yeah. But it's like that type of thing, and they just make a bunch of money off of it.
So you got into that, or?
So I got into it, but like, you know, connections fell through. That was just me being young and dumb, not really following up, speaking realistically. But there was like marketing, accounting, all different departments, like technology. Like when I went to school, I went for comp sci, so it's like I was in the technology, you know, learning how to
nerd stuff.
Basically. No, you're good, bro. You're good.
No, but that's dope, man. So learning that trait and stuff like that, and then also playing games. Like, were you like? I know we haven't talked about it yet, and I know some people who are watching this already know what you do. Because we do this, but it's like, you know, did that start your streaming era because you're around a bunch of boys and that's like what you do, or was it just like you just picked up like streaming? And because I knew you started around, you've been playing games since you were little, right? When did you start playing?
So I started playing at like the age of 7. I played the Game Boy. Like the Game Boy was really like
with the attachment light.
Yeah, with the attachment, the Game Boy Advance. My aunt was also a big influence. Shout out to TT. She was also a big influence on my gaming as well. Because she had a PS2, and then I liked the PS2, so my mom got one for me for Christmas, and then she got me Sonic Heroes, Jak 3, and started playing that.
Jak and Dexter?
Yeah, Jak and Dexter.
That was dope, bro. I love that game.
I really loved that game to death. I'm not even gonna lie. Jak 3 was like really Jak though. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, no pun intended. Yeah. But you know that. Like playing the Game Boy, I had like Sonic Advance, I had Pokemon Fire Red, I've had Sonic Pinball. I played a lot of Sonic and Pokemon. Like that was my shit growing up. Excuse my language. But you know, playing Sonic and Pokemon. Like I wasn't really a big Mario head until like later on. Like I understood Mario, but I like Sonic.
Yeah, more. No, right.
And then onto that, PS2. I really played a lot of Naruto and a lot of Dragon Ball Z. Like, that was, like, when I got into my anime phase.
Did you, like, stream, though, at the time and stuff? Or was it just you were just playing with friends?
I was really just playing with friends, bro. Like, the biggest thing, shout out to 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬, one of my neighbors in the hood. You know, he had a GameCube. And also, shout out to Nasir, the little bro. I see what y'all doing. Much love to y'all. You know,
keep grinding,
already know
bro.
what's going on with y'all. But they had a GameCube. And like that's when I started playing Smash Brothers, you know, SSX Tricky, games like that,
GoldenEye and stuff.
Yeah, like all that stuff. They put me on all that stuff, so I was like, oh word, like I didn't even know about that. But it was like, you know, because me growing up, I'm an only child. For anyone that doesn't know, so I never really had like siblings or really a good set of people to play with. And then like that was like my training art. You know, I didn't really necessarily think about streaming growing up. I always wanted to do something with computers, to answer your question.
No, yeah.
So like I was like, you know, I like video games, but I don't want to do video game design. I want to do something that makes video games better. So hardware.
Right.
You know, I was thinking like better technology. Like, you know, that was the question my mom asked me when I was like 9. Like 9 was like that intricate age where it was like, you know, what do I want to do with my life? And I wasn't thinking that hard on it, but it was like, you know, she kind of had that mentality. She wanted me to develop that mindset. Like, you should start looking out for what you want to do. Like, you know, most kids at the age of 5, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a policeman. I was like, I kind of like technology.
No, not so. Leading you from Eagle, did you go straight into college after Eagle?
Yeah, so I went to SUNY Oswego. I went to Oswego for like a year. I had a great time out there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I definitely learned a lot more about comp sci going out to Oswego. Before that, I had like AP classes, and I took about like the 2 classes at Brooklyn College in Flatbush. So like, you know how like, I'm not sure how your school system is, but like you get the AP honors. Like I was that kid, but then there was like also kids that went to college to get credits. So I was like one of those guys that went to college to get credits. So I took 2 classes. I failed one, but I passed the other one.
You're doing, you know, not downing anybody, but you're doing different stuff compared to other people. Some of us just settle for the less, like I did. Like I just took PE every year. So.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to beat the boys in the mile.
No. The pacer test. No, so that's cool though. So after you went to Brooklyn or that area there, did you go anywhere else after college and stuff like that?
So after that kind of transitions me to like down here. So like I took like a year break from college because it just things happen, you know what I'm saying? So I took a year off. I wanted to get my money up, not my funny up. So wanted to stack my bread so I can save so I can go to college next year. So I got a job at a supermarket, Whole Foods supermarket called 𝙄𝙣𝙬𝙬. Basically what they do, they're a restaurant, right? But all the ingredients are made in-house. So it was like you eat at the restaurant, then it's a grocery, like a supermarket type of thing, and then you can just have all the ingredients and make it yourself at home. So that was like their whole business model.
It was good though, right?
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Everything in there was like $10, but it tastes like $10.
Sounds like Chipotle.
Yeah, no, it's like super Chipotle. Like I'm not like it's Italian. They got like 6 different locations. I'm like, dang.
And that was in what part of South Carolina?
Oh no, that wasn't in South Carolina. That was in New York. That was all in New York. So they got but yeah, so once I stacked up, it was like, you know,
I knew it was too good to be true.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, no, I never heard of that in South Carolina.
And then after that, I went to my parents because I just didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So then they suggested like my cousin who lives in Orangeburg, you know, not that far away from me. You know, she works at a college. Shout out to Doc. You already know what's up. And you know, she was like, "Oh yeah, we have open enrollment or something like that for a cybersecurity program. It's a 1-year certificate. You know, if you pass the test, you get the scholarship for free." So I said, you know, 3 days later, boom, 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 made that move. It was like literally one phone call that changed my life.
That's wild.
For real.
That's cool. I'm proud of you though, because some people ain't ready for that moment.
Yeah, no.
So like after doing all that and stuff like that, and you graduated and stuff like that, congratulations on that.
Appreciate.
Do you like? What did have you been using your degree, or is it?
So realistically, I haven't been using my degree. Like I mention it to people that I have that certificate, but like I knew I didn't want to do cybersecurity, but like degrees like that and you need certification like CompTIA, like they don't care. Like the technology field, they don't care about the degree. They care about the certification. Because the certification is like what's recent, and that's what they want. Like Google,
because anybody can get a degree in a way. You got to really know what you're doing to get a certification.
Yeah.
So like, have you like? I know that you didn't give up, but like, do you feel like, you know, doing the gaming stuff now, and you just started the gaming reviews? We'll talk about that. But did you think that like doing that degree has helped you into streaming or no?
I mean, it really has. Like, doing all the basics of a computer. Like I can functionally work, like not arrogantly or anything like that. Like if you just hand me a computer,
But better than average Joe.
Yeah,
you know
like you hand me a computer, like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like when I've recently bought a Mac like a year ago, and like I have never touched a Mac or used a Mac, but it was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I know how to use a Mac.
I like Mac too.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
I like PC Windows better. That's a very good question to ask. Like I really like Windows more than Mac because of the OS operating system. It's just way better to me, and you can do more on PC than Mac. Like a lot of people think that you can't get a virus on Mac because it's so protective, but it's like nah, bro.
You just
like,
gotta click the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's really it. Like.
I personally like Mac. I think Mac has been working pretty efficiently on my end because I've used Windows growing up, and it's like something shuts down. You know what I mean? Just I don't know. But anyways, so you started doing, after you got done with that, did you work any jobs, or where'd you did you just what'd you do?
So like,
what have you been doing?
Yeah. So after graduating from college, I wanted to find a job in my field. But streaming was kind of like a lot of people ask, how did you start streaming? Like I did not have good connection at all. So connection wise, like I wasn't even thinking about streaming, like that type of thing. Even during COVID, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, that
would have been fire, like for real. Crazy. But it was like at one point I had switched over to PS4 and I noticed that I could stream, and I was like, how's this gonna go? So I just streamed on YouTube, and I looked at it on my YouTube, like I had my PS4 running it, and then like on my phone I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3 at the time, and I just wanted to see how it performed, and I was like, oh word, this actually works. And then I started seeing like other people, like growing up I watched a lot of YouTube, bro, like a lot of YouTube, a lot of anime, like I was always on the internet. So it was like, at one point I was like, why can't I do this? Like I was working at Target at the time, and that's how we met. You already know what's up, bro.
Yeah, man, that's when life changes.
Yeah, bro. No, that's
I'll never
a fact.
forget that day.
But I definitely remember, I got promoted to manager and things. Like I was working like 50, 60-hour weeks, bro, and I was like, yeah, this can't happen anymore. You know what I mean?
Flip the script.
Yeah, like that was like really like. I was really chasing the bag, and like, I was like, bro, mentally not there. You know what I mean? Just keeping it a stack with everybody, just not there. It was like, it felt like it wasn't brainwashing, but it was like, bro, I can do something so much better with way less stress. And I'm like, bro, I'm just going to stream.
Yeah, because that's what it is, man. It's people like they want to put themselves in positions to get more money or like do that. And then you don't realize once you get into that position, it's not really what you think it is. Like you're getting money. Okay, cool. You're getting money. But that doesn't matter. It's more of like happiness and teaching people how to be themselves and, you know what I mean, taking care of your own. So that's crazy though, man, because I feel like that's something that people need to hear about, especially streamers, because nobody really knows how to just start. So what would you say like your most like interesting like thing about starting streaming that you like what has made you been like, this is it, this is my career, like I want to do this? Has it been like editing or like?
It's really been a lot of editing, but then it's also a lot of the feedback that I get. So like when I first started streaming, the first game I really played was God of War. The first God of War, not the Ragnarok. I haven't played Ragnarok yet. I don't want no spoilers on that. But was the first God of War, and I was just like, I mentioned to my dogs, shout out to Ventus, shout out to Mel. I was like, hey, I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch, and it was like, word. Like, word, you want to watch me so I can get my, you know what I'm saying? That's how it first started. And I was like, how does it look? Does the audio sound cool? That type of thing. And it was like, yeah, it sounds cool. And then I started streaming from there. I just started playing online. Like, I didn't really think about it like that. Like, just going into it. I don't want to put negativity into it. But it's like, you just got to do it, and eventually people will pop up. That's how I thought about it, because it's like when you first start out, only people you probably going to get is maybe yourself. You know what I'm saying? You might get one or two people if they like, they really mess with you, they just gonna support. You know, if they, you know, if you just showing love is free, but they just gonna support just off the stream. So it's like, hey, I'm about to throw my stream up. You mind? You know what I'm saying? That's how it first started, and then eventually I switched over to like Paper Mario. You know, like got that PC, changed the game. That was it. Like when I got that PC, I was locked in. Like it was like, I'm not playing no games. Like when I had worked at the airport, it was one goal. I told everybody, I just need a PC and then I'm going. Like that's what happened. Got the PC, gone, boom. Got that PC, invested in myself.
By the time you even got the PC too, you were already affiliated. I remember.
I mean, like kind of, sort of. It was like a month after I got the PC. Like literally, it took me like before I started streaming on P4, I had about like 10 followers. After like a month, I gained like 40 followers organically. None of that extraness. None of that. Like got that organically, and it was like, you know, I was like got people at work literally like, you got Twitch, hey, good looking. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just knew a lot of people. A lot of people like really mess with my personality. So it's just like, just help them towards the goal.
Yeah, no.
And then I got the affiliate, that type of thing. Once I got that PC, that was it, bro. That was really it.
So how's like editing and stuff been like putting a toll on you and stuff like that too? Because you're gonna have to you gotta micromanage both.
I mean, like editing and stuff, it's just when I really have the energy for it. And I would say every so often, like I don't want to edit every single day because that's like draining yourself. I wait until I have the right amount of energy, and it's not like I'm dull every single day. It's like I want to put my energy into streaming. I want to put my energy into gaming. You know what I'm saying? I want to put energy into 𝙄𝙤𝙬𝙬. But then it's like once I put my energy into editing, that's when it's like boom, boom, boom. I get the greatest results.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So it's like I don't want to edit on a day where it's like I don't want to do this, and then it's like, you know, subpar. If I actually like boom, 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 fire, consistent fire.
No, and I know what you mean. So like, what would you say like your favorite thing? I know I've already kind of asked this, but like, what was your favorite thing playing? Like, what game have you been most enjoying the most streaming? Yeah.
So the biggest game that I like streaming, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it's the Zelda, bro.
Yeah.
Like shout out to my dog Ra. You know, I know my dog Ra from the block a long time ago. Like when I was 16, he was like 22. You know, like that's my dog right there. You know what I'm saying? My dog. If I forget any names, don't get mad at me. But my dog Blue Demon, my dog Ventus, and my dog SSR Mel Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are my dogs right there. Anyone else, y'all know who y'all are, especially my bro right here.
Yeah, but I never played Zelda.
Yeah, no.
I played Zelda, but I've never played it with you, so. Oh, shoot, this Danish chair on the break.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
But no, that's dope, though, man. Like, so have you put in, like, any thought of, like, what's really next for not just 𝙄𝙬𝙬𝙬 Gaming, but for MEFZUKI? Like, what do you think about pursuing next in 2023?
So what I want to pursue next in 2023 is just getting my social media presence and my face card up. That's really it. I feel like a lot of people know who I am.
We gotta meet some SpongeBob people.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Yeah, no, that's a fact.
A+.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. But like, you know, just getting my face card, just up there, because I know a lot of people locally, like especially like in New York. Like when I started posting the gaming stuff, like a lot of people in my high school, like, you know, see it. And I've been getting support, and I do appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. And then also here locally, like, you know, when I started doing like the whole gaming thing, I saw a lot of love. It wasn't like, you know, fidgety, why are you doing this?
Yeah, right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, bro, keep doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bet.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
What you have, bro, you've been very consistent, you know, honest, and just doing what we're doing. There's no like facade, or if that makes sense, you know what I mean? So like, do you have any questions or answers that you would like not ask yourself now, but in like 5 years, like, why did I do this? Or like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I wouldn't really question myself on why I did this. Like, I feel like this is the right path for me. Because like a lot of the biggest trap in life, I feel like, is college. I'm gonna just keep it a stack, bro. Like that college thing, like, it's not for everybody, but it's like in high school we promoted so much. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I'm not like a master dude, but like a lot of people know that I'm book smart, but it's like I can apply that somewhere else. Like there was this quote that I learned, right? The A rank, the people that get A grade, like grade A, they work in the building. B's, like grade B students, are the ones that are the managers, and grade C students are the ones that own the building. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the grade A's only went to school and know about school. Right. Grade B, it's like, you know, they're smart enough to do it, but it's like, nah, I know how to work life.
I just know how to pass.
Yeah, I just know how to work life. And C is like finesses. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
street smart.
Yeah, very street smart. So I was like, you know, you can get that degree, but it's like how you use that degree and how you maneuver life and connections is really the three biggest things.
Right. No, and I was just about to honestly ask, what advice would you give somebody like that's trying to do what you're doing in your life? Because you're not only streaming, you're doing game reviews, you're doing dad jokes, so it's like comedy, and you do multiple things. So like, you know, what would you suggest someone young or anything like that? What would you tell them to
like, you really don't need all the like, for anyone that's really looking at me, you don't need any of the fancy equipment. Yeah. You just need a camera, a valid connection, and a system.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it don't have to be $100 camera. My webcam right now is $20. And I got a green screen and I make it work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this like, oh yeah, I got 100 views, but it's like, bro, people, I just seen this as science. They just want to see your face, your reaction, and play a game.
And some fun just enjoyment out of your character. You know what I mean? Because you're funny, you got the SpongeBob jokes on lock and stuff like that. So, but no, I was going to also say, God dang. Can you always be yourself whenever you wake up in the morning?
I mean, I've always been myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I walk in, it's like, yo, what's up, friend? Be like, saw I did. Like, I'll be going ham and be like, yo, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? You chilling? Like, everybody know me, be like, but like, my biggest thing is like, everybody gonna quote me on this. Like, I got quotes for days.
Yeah, bro. You do, bro.
But it's like, you know, like the biggest thing, like everybody gonna like this one. But like, yo, what's good, bro? You chilling? Alright. I don't even give you a quick, like, I don't give you time to answer. I just be like, you chilling? Alright. Then
and you're like,
you don't even know what to say. Like,
yes, what? I am doing alright. That's funny though. But yeah, I don't even know why I asked that, especially for you, because every single day since I've met you, you've always been yourself, you know? Yeah. But we got to also learn how to balance being yourself, because I feel like sometimes when you're yourself, I think you kind of like lose in touch of what's going on outside of you. And I'm only saying that for myself because I glorify myself a lot too. And then you don't think about, like, you know, what I was saying earlier about situations like mentally, like you just battle things. So I only say that for some people because we all go through things mentally. And if you are ever going through anything mentally and you need help and you want to talk to anybody, don't be afraid to hit up MEFZUKI or me. That's what we're here for. Not necessarily talking about mental health awareness for men, but also for women. So that's kind of why I led into that, because I've been thinking about, you know, being yourself is very important in this world and stuff like that, and, you know, just everything that you do. So is there anything else you want to touch bases on a little bit? I'm kind of saving a lot of information for when we do another one, because I want to...
Oh, yeah, no, I already know it's
like the real and deep ones.
Yeah,
you know? Right now, this is the basics, you know what I mean? Chilling.
It's a little warm up.
And, a little warm up. In a whole different area. And then you know what's up.
Yeah, I already know what's up. I mean, like, I don't have nothing else. Just, you know, be on the lookout. I do stream.
The gaming review. Yeah, so, like, we'll talk about that. Like, I mean, people already know, because stay tuned for that. That's coming out next Wednesday, or this Wednesday, right? No, it's next Wednesday.
Well, it's coming out. Well,
the first one's coming out next Wednesday, and then the
next Thursday,
and the prelude's coming out this Wednesday.
Thursday.
There we go. Correction.
Thursday.
But we'll kind of let that part get filled in on there, so that, you know, it's not like double wine. But we all know who the MEFZUKI is, the legend himself, the man that does it, the Europe King is what we do. I just want to say thank you for hopping on, bro. I can't wait for the next one, bro. This is it. We're about to take over SC. Shout out to Trad. Shout out to Day Soul. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with the community. Shout out to the gamers. Shout out to the kick gamers and all that. Like, whatever. Hey, shoes. Okay.
Shoes, not shoes.
Hey, but it's what we do, guys. Thank you again for coming on, bro. It's interview 24. I can't wait for y'all to see what's in store. Make sure you guys look them up. Oh yeah, where can we find you on social media?
So you can find me on all social media platforms at MEFZUKI, MEFZUKI.
Okay.
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I got some YouTube.
Which one's your
up.
favorite before we go? Like, which one have you been like thriving off the most? I know
I've been thriving off of TikTok. TikTok love me. Yeah. I'm telling you, like Instagram valid and all, but TikTok love me.
Right.
I'm telling you, bro. TikTok
You've
love
been
me.
blowing up on everything, bro.
I mean, for the low, but I just be chilling.
Right.
You know, I'm just humble.
Chilling.
I'm humble.
Vibing.
You
Gotta be
humble.
humble.
Yeah.
But we'll end it off on this. Thank you again. I know it's the third time charm.
Come on now.
But I hope you guys stay true to yourself. Remember, the only way to achieve your dreams is through you. Nobody else is gonna get up and give you anything to go and do these things. You know what I mean? Like, you have to really get up and grind and get it out the mud. And some of us don't have it in the mud, so therefore you're lucky enough to, you know.
Yeah, no,
but stay true for the next one. This is it. I love you guys. Peace.
Peace.